It's a bit chilly out there this morning. It's amazing. I started on this project 2 weeks ago and I was complaining because of the 105 and or approaching 100 every day and just dying from a heat stroke. And today it's 40 degrees. That's right, 40 Fahrenheit. And we got a pretty good stiff wind with it too. It's borderline chilly. Especially coming down from that, 100-degree temperature. It's like a 60-degree drop in 2 weeks. It's nice. I love fall. Of course, it's going to warm up. 40 is just what it was this morning when I got out of bed at 7:30. It shouldn't warm up to, I don't know, probably 60 or something. I think is what they said on the forecast. But anyway, you don't care about that. What you do care about is I'm going to get this out of the shop this morning. And I haven't quite made up my mind which way I'm going to do it. I have an old, I call it a tag axle. It's more of a dolly. And I'm thinking about setting underneath this back end over here. Oops, over here. Make it easier to roll out of here. I don't know if I'm going to go to that work or not. I don't feel like going and getting that axle. It's bolted to another something right now, so I'd have to pull it out from under there. And when I take this over there, I'm probably going to put it up on a trailer, so the tag axle would strictly be just to get it out of the shop. So I don't think I'm going to worry about getting it. So let's just use some pipe, make some rollers, and use the winch on my truck and drag it out of here. Now, since the chain hoist won't go over the top of this thing, to lift this end, I'm going to use my toe jack, stick it inside that square tubing there, and lift up on this corner that way. I wanted to go past the power lines, and I went way past the power lines. Not sure how well that depth perception shows up on camera, but yeah, I'm like at least 20 foot past the power lines. I don't think it would have mattered if I was under them anyway, but I just don't like setting stuff under it, especially if I'm going to end up using my crane or something. You know, forget about it. And bam, into the power lines. Anyway, point being, she's where she's going to be until she goes up on the trailer. I'm not quite sure when I'll do that. And hopefully she's not in the way before then. I think I forgot to show this in the video, but I was talking to the customer right before I brought this thing out of the shop. And we decided to put a couple pieces of sucker rod along the edge of the scaffolding since he doesn't want handrails on it. That way when you're coming in and out this door, you'll step on those and you'll feel it with your feet and you'll know you're at the edge. You know, they stick up about 3/4 of an inch. I didn't do the cleats on this side in the shop because what I'm going to use is a bunch of galvanized angle iron. Plus there's still some crude oil on that thing. And I figured the fumes of both, might as well just do it outside. I don't want to have to worry about it. Plus I plan on running 60-10 due to splatter of the galvanized, so I figured do it outside. I'll use the welder on my truck and it'll work a lot better, I think. Very uncomfortable. There's a reason I parked my truck that close. Alright, I'm going to give you a quick walk around after I move my truck out of the way and show you what this project looks like. On this side you can go up the stairs, and you can kind of use that wall as a hand railing. And you can open the gate if you need to get into the ramp for some reason from that side, down in the alleyway for some reason. Or you can open the gate the other way, keep a cow from getting on the trailer, or get into the trailer yourself. Or this side has a gate on it as well, which I think I've shown. Works the same way. If you need into the trailer, or if you need to cut a cow off from getting in the trailer for some reason, you can. Or you can go back down the alley. Are you excited that it's done? No? Huh. Alright. It's now the last week of October. Wednesday, the last week of October of 2015. So, this chute has been sitting here for almost an entire month. And I have myself a heck of a cold, so I am sorry for sniffling and clearing my throat. I will try to keep the talking to a bare minimum. But I gotta explain a few things of what I'm doing here. This is an old stack mover trailer. If you know what stacks are, then you know what this trailer is for. Stacks are very seldom used on a farm anymore. Pretty much everything has gone to round bales. But I have it hooked to my truck, and I have my power pack running the tilt on this trailer because I only have one extra remote on my welding truck for hydraulics, and right now it's running the winch because I still haven't gotten the winch set up on its own remote. Too much to do on my list. Since this trailer is designed to go under stacks of hay or feed or whatever you stack, it's not a low profile end of the trailer here like on a nice ramp or something on a car trailer. So it looks like I'm gonna have to jack the front end of this chute up just a little bit so I can get it up to start yanking it on there. I was just going to use the chains because these chains actually roll forward, so you can just drive underneath the stack. But I don't think it's going to grip the steel very well. So I'm going to use the winch on my truck. At least that's the plan. Let's see if I can get away with being lazy. And just put some angle iron in there like that. See if I can get it to slide up onto that trailer. Tell me when something goes wrong, will ya? Have it up on some blocks clear back here. Found a big board to go in there. I'm hoping maybe it'll kind of curve around with it when it pulls on it and try to lift it up over that area.
going a little crooked here, so I'm going to try to change on one side and pull it back center onto the trailer. You might want to move, Dakota. Get out of there. It's been a shady spot for so long, he doesn't know what to do without it, I guess. Yeah, she's finally chained down to the trailer. I have some thoughts about this, using this trailer. One of the things is this hydraulic motor right here drives the floor chains. And I'm pretty sure if I disconnected this roller chain from this hydraulic motor, that the floor chain would then free spool. So that's an option. I really don't think it would take long to take the connector link out of that. You know, you'd have to roll it around until you found the connector link, but in theory, it would be a good idea. But as Yogi Berra says, in theory, there is no difference between practice and theory. But in practice, there is. Also, that reminds me that I really need to get the hydraulics done on my welding truck. This is the bank of remotes for my knuckle boom, and I added this log splitter valve up here to this system, to this hydraulic system, to run my hydraulic post hole digger that I put on the end of my knuckle boom. Right now I got quick connects on it, so I can plug in my winch. My winch is going to have an electric controlled hydraulic valve on it. Then I'm going to put a couple switches around the bed, and also I'm going to add a wireless remote system to that valve so I can control this winch from multiple places. So getting that done and having it on its own valve would be huge, because that would open this valve again so that I could run one other remote. I'm going to consider this video series done here. I don't think I'm going to get any video footage of it being unloaded, and I doubt I'll be able to get footage of them using it. I was really hoping to, and a few people have commented earlier in the series already before I got to this point that they wanted to see that, and it would be neat. If it happens, I'll add an annotation right here in the video so you can know that yes, I do have another video on this. But at this point, it looks like no, there's not going to be any more footage on this video. It's just going to be the build. So, sorry to disappoint on that. But anyways, thanks for watching, y'all. If you ended up watching this long series and all these long parts to it, I really, really appreciate it. So, thank y'all for watching.